And we have finished War College. Army size has been increased, finally. Finally. And I could go for heavy armor. I would love to have heavy armor. But I would also like some longbows and actually making use of the vargs I have. I'm gaining 1 per turn, so it's not a lot, but it's something. And these spiders are gonna die. And as you should be well aware if you've been watching this series for a while, I hate spiders. And we're probably going to see why right here. I like the fact that I can fortify though. That's a good ability to have, being able to fortify. I'm also going to flame dart these guys, using a bit of my mana. I'm actually going to shadow bolt them as well, because I really hate spiders. They web stuff, they beguile stuff, they are generally just a pain in the butt. And I really do not appreciate pains in my butt. I've had pains in my butt before. It's not pleasant, and also I totally did not move these guys far enough. They could move 1 more square and attack, and I didn't do that, and I feel silly for not doing that. I'll make up for it by attacking with these guys though. Yeah, you're not allowed to do anything because you're webbed. That's okay though. The AI in this game and webbing archers. Just why? Why do they prioritize archers? I mean, I get it. I can understand why you would like focus damage spells and your archers on your opponent's archer. That totally makes sense to me. But non-damaging spells, like webbing them, rooting them to the spot, I really don't see the point. 8 hit points would be nice. Cutting damage. You've been using a sword for a while, and you are an assassin, so a sword is sort of useful for you. But then again, Susan, you don't really have a lot of hit points, and getting hit points would be really nice for you. Definitely. Yeah. You need the hit points, girlfriend. You need them hit points. You know what? Fine. I'm going to race for it. See, if I get it, I get it. If I don't get it, I don't get it. It's not that big of a deal, but it... I guess I'm just feeling crazy enough to try it. Oh, and these guys are going to make things take forever while doing no damage with their thing. It's like 2 damage, 1 damage, 1 damage, 2 damage, and we have expended all of our artillery. That is totally spider artillery, by the way, spitting on you. Spitting bad stuff on you is spider artillery. You know, given the pros and cons of spider artillery, I'm going to have to say that I don't like spider artillery. I don't really like the fact that these boulders take forever to throw at stuff either, but at least the boulders do a bit of damage. It's like 8, and it's me doing the damage, so not only like 13 there, not only is it actually a useful thing to use instead of the spider like doing 2 damage instead of 9 when they just attack like this, or 3 still. Okay, that was a 2. It's the same as the spit thing. Still. You'd think they want to go into melee instead, because they do more damage that way. Instead, they're just wasting my time spitting stuff at me that does basically no damage. And it just feels like a waste of time going through the animation. You guys have thrown your boulders. We're done. I mean, sure, it's a continuous damage thing, I get that, but it's just... I probably just like complaining about it, even though there's some merit to using the ability. I just like to complain sometimes. Is that too much to ask for? Being allowed to complain sometimes? I don't think it is. Speaking of stuff, you have built a thing, you are now going to promptly continue building another thing, and this time you're going to build a monument to connect your borders to the rest of the empire. You're also going to connect the fruit grove, which is going to increase the grain in the city, which is good. And you are going to make a castle for even better defenses. There we go. And you, why are you not building something? Because you don't have much to build, huh? Okay. I could make a guardian statue. It costs 10 crystals, and I'm really short on crystals. So I don't see the... Well, you are kind of on the border. You kind of have a lot of elf bitch territory surrounding you. I suppose there's actually a point in having a guardian. Okay, fine. Fine. I convinced myself there's actually an elf army over here. I know, they're not really elves, but they look like elves. They are heavy bow users. I'm calling them elves. Didn't you have more moves? Apparently not. Oh well. Next turn then, for that. I do want to rebuild this pasture because it gives hit point bonuses to my army. It's kind of a big deal. And there's a bandit army down here too. Not really an army either. There's a bit too few of them to be called an army. I think it was just a band of bandits. That's what I would call them anyway. A band of bandits. And we have found the Doom Club. The wood has been stained black by dried blood, and the handle feels eerily warm, like shaking hands with a murderer. Wouldn't that be cold, though? I mean, I don't know much about murderers, or like how shaking one's hand would feel, but I imagine it would be kind of cold and like emotionless, not warm. Really. What's the strength of this? 10. Like, my stone mace does more than the Doom Club. That's 10% with each successful attack. Okay, so you can keep bashing, and as long as you keep hitting, you do more damage. But it's like 10%, so it's what, 1? You'd need 2 consecutive hits, and then the third one has the same attack as the stone mace, and then after that you gain more. It doesn't seem like a good trade. My battles don't usually go far enough for Emperor Acciyn here to get 3 swings in. So yeah, that's not gonna happen. Darkened Cave is our destination. Hidden amongst the stones we find Burning Battle Axe. The blade of this great axe is set with twin citrines. The ember gemstones look like ice and are said to be able to entrance enemies in battle. That sounds like more epic of a thing. Yup. 18 attack, two-handed with a backswing. I would lose my shield, I would gain some damage. It is cutting damage. Let's go to trade, and how did I do this again? Trade, there we go. Trade this over to you. 66% chance to ignore armor is probably better actually, so we're just gonna hang on to that for now. In the shop, however, we have things to sell. Bottled fire, dark candle. I'd forgotten I even had those. Alright, Let's sell all of this crap. We have way too many venom spider sacks, so we're gonna sell those as well. The adept robe is going to be sold. We are going to sell the Doom Club because it's not really a bringer of doom. It lied to us. The stone mace is actually worth less, even though it's technically better. So you're gone, and the burning battle axe is worth a lot, and I'm saving that. That is going to be ours. I could buy a Shane Quaff for myself. Bit more defense and everything, but I don't know, it'd hide the crown. I can't do that. Could we buy something for you to like increase your survivability? I guess I can't buy the rings of life. No, I can. Okay. You are getting a ring of life. 75 guilder. It costs less to get a magic item that increases your hit points by 2 than it costs to buy a horse. Oh, game. You amuse me sometimes with how you make valuations of things. Monster bones. We find an item in the hands of a skeleton who once owned it. You try not to think about what became of its owner. Champions Club. A thick club made of enchanted ironwood. These clubs were favored in the wildlands where frequent troll and ogre attacks threatened border settlements. Okay, is it actually any good though? Is the question. Wow. It has an attack bonus versus Twisted, but that's about it. That's basically trolls and everything. Versus trolls and everything, it's as good as the stone mace, and otherwise it's like worthless 6 attack. Oh god. That is not that goes straight to the shop. You are worth 12 guilder somehow. You are getting sold. Goodbye. Man. I am building up a nice little supply of iron though, or metal rather. I am gaining 18 per turn, which is a nice, very nice feature. Thing that happens. It's nice. Let's just stay at it's nice, alright? And you were supposed to go down here, or maybe I already had someone do that, I don't know. You, on the other hand, are going to go over here if you have the movement for it. Oh, so close. Oh well. Next turn. I don't know where these guys are going. They're kind of just moving back and forth here. Maybe they got scared because there are air shrills and air elementals, and there's a drake over here. Great. Well, let's kill the air shrills, and then go for the air elemental, and after that, probably something. Mort, you finally have a horse, so you will be somewhat useful in battle, hopefully. Excuse me. And this battle should be over quickly, though. 76 damage. I like it when those numbers appear. 25, not so much, but it's an old unit. Probably time to retire them soon. Time to take these guys on, and these are probably going to be a bit more serious of a threat. Like, he's got spells that he can cast. That alone is enough to be a serious threat. Cutting and piercing damage. Shockwave. A minor earthquake that damages all enemies within a 1-tile radius of the caster for 10 blunt damage. Nope. Blindness from due to accuracy. I guess we can do that. I don't think that affects his spell casting though, so I still want to kill him as quickly as possible. Big because whatever spell he's channeling, it's probably not a good one. There we go. Making the cast of blindness a complete waste of mana, but that's okay. It was a just in case cast. And I do not regret doing it. There's that battle won, and we get a hidden item. Banishing Warhammer. At least things have a nice, good name to them. The epicness of the name seems deceivingly epic in proportion to what the things actually do. The head of this hammer is carved from the deep granite of Elemental and is a powerful weapon against creatures that aren't from this world. Huh. Wait, no, not... You're the wrong army. Just go into the forest and think about what you did, because I wanted to stay with Mort's army for a while and see what that thing actually does. 12 attack, 10 extra attack versus elementals. That's actually pretty nice. It's better than the stone maze. It's just a shame that I have the guillotine axe now, which is much better. So I'm gonna stick with the guillotine axe. Almost said guillotine mace there. Would have been kind of funny. Lanker, you need to build something. What do we build in Lanker? We build cloister for researching purposes. Maybe. Possibly. How much unrest do we have to work with? It's like so close to being a viable thing to build the black market. Or am I reading that wrong? 22, 25, 10... No, I'm not reading it wrong. It's like 2 or 3... Whatever. I can handle 2 or 3 unrest. That'll be fine. And what should Uberwald build? A college, obviously. There we go. Turn done. And we're making a mill in use to heal it. Just making a final check to see that everything is going swimmingly good and such, and it is. Have a sip of water. Make some progress. Like, why are you allowed to have your troops inside my borders, but mine aren't even allowed to enter yours? That seems kind of silly to me. I'm not going to contest them over it, though. It's... I can't care. Also, you were supposed to build an outpost here. There we go. That's much better. Mort's army. I'm not 100% sure that you could take the Drake's army. I'm gonna have you wait here for a turn. Heal up for a little bit. You guys are going to attack the rock spiders. And they are going to spit at us. Well, the one is going to spit at us. The other ones are just spiderlings, and they're not allowed to spit yet because they're children. Babbies not allowed to spit. Babbies are allowed to drool, but they are not allowed to spit. That is the rule. Apparently. I didn't make the rule, so I'm not sure, but from what I've observed, that seems to be the rule. And my ogres are going to hurl boulders. It's gonna take some time, but it'll get the job done. And the spiderlings are going to fall to my blade. That was a really fast spider. I don't know why the game decided to suddenly speed up like that, but okay. Gilder, Venom Sacs. Is there another thing here? There's another Rock Spider army. We could attack them next turn. And there are enemies in my territory, I am well aware. You have built your thing. You have nothing left to build. You have finished every little bit of building you could possibly have to build, so you're done. Nothing more to build there. Yithran, you should build probably a town hall. Your unrest is awful. Ugh. Oh, you have slums too? Oh, why? Why? Can I destroy that? Details, slums. I can. It's like, well, it's 3 okay, I guess. I guess I'm going to bite the bullet and take the negative unrest. And just build a town hall to counteract. Quirm. What could we do in Quirm? We could make a scath pit. Scath pits are nice. I have no idea what happens in a scath pit, but I'm sure whatever it is, it's nice because it gives us food, and food is important. If you don't eat, you don't get to not be hungry. Makes perfect sense. I am so smart. Okay. This Drake army needs to die. We're both deadly. I think we both know who's the deadliest at this point, and we also get a chance to test out my misfortunes. 40 damage to a Drake, that's good. It's not too shabby at all, actually. Babby Drakes, I don't know if I even want to do anything surrounding... Oh! Breathing fire on my main hero is not cool, game. That hurts so much. I'm not moving Susan into that, because that is death. She would insta-die to that fire breath. Okay, if you can survive this... I couldn't survive this. Darn. Oh well. At least the main hero doesn't get... Ow! You're not allowed to retaliate, that's rude. I was just about to say that at least my main hero doesn't get, like, wounds the same way Susan does. And then they interrupted me by being douchebags. 40 damage on me. Owie! Things like this still hurt. I want better armor. I want better armor. I don't want it to hurt. Can we kill it, please? It's gonna breathe fire in a minute. 29 damage is not enough. Ugh, 24 from him. That is enough, though. That is more than enough. Stop it. 20 damage. Just 20? Really? Ow! Ugh, he's got such a high sequence, too. He's allowed to attack so often. Can Susan... No, please. Oh, you need to retreat. You are done with that fight. That is it. We are bringing in the heavy cavalry, the elite cavalry, and they can finish the job. We gain a Drake's Tooth. I have a feeling it's not going to sell for nearly enough to make that a profitable run, or even worthwhile in any sort of meaningful way. We also have some Spider Venom Sacs. It's worth 12 Gilder. Yay! 12 Gilder. Lovely. That totally makes up for all the damage we took. Not even being sarcastic at all. Okay, treasure chest. Treasure chest could be nice, and then we've got some cave bears to contest with. Oh, goodness. There's so much stuff out here in the wilderness. You are slowly being crushed by Gildan. You beg me to send whatever supplies I can. Will you help us? Okay, let me see what I can do. I'm feeling generous. Let's propose a trade. I will give you... I will give you 1 influence. There you go. Now you can win the war. Hunter's shortbow, carved from the thigh bone of a cave bear. The enchantment is fairly simple. It's procuring the thigh bone that is difficult. I could not agree more. So let's show how difficult that is. By attacking 3 cave bears. You are done, like I said. You are pretty much done as well. So are you. Cave bears get a move, and they are going to get attacked by me. And killed. That's pretty much what's going to happen here. I'm going to kill myself some cave bears. Because it's so difficult gaining their thigh bones. It's that difficult. It was that difficult for a while, and then it wasn't again. While defending, I rarely defend, so no Fire Master would be nice. Considering the options I have here, I'm gonna go with Fire Master. That seems good. I have a Death Shard available to me. You guys are almost completely healed up. And we've already seen the devastating powers that a Drake can bring to the battlefield. The small Drakes, not so much, so I want to attack them from over here. Or like that, I guess. We are strong, they are deadly, apparently. I think we can... oh god, this... ow. I did not think he was going to be able to move that far. These guys I can understand, I mean they're small and fast, but this guy, I was not prepared for him being able to move that far, and they are really going at it on my dudes, and I don't like it. Go over here and... let's try a shockwave. Bam! That was so not worth it. 3 damage, and then 1 resisted all of the damage. Attack that. We need to take it down quickly, and it's not going down quickly. I'm gonna sacrifice you. Archers, on the other hand, you need to move away. Did you even fire? Game? What happened? Did you not... oh. Apparently they shot so hard that the arrows took a spin around the world before finally hitting the Drake for 2 damage. That's what happened. Again? Really? Note to self, do not shoot the Drake. It takes a long time for the game to calculate how much damage it's gonna do. There's the thing. Oh. Somehow didn't hit the guys in front of him. Still did a ton of damage to my archers though. And now my archers are going to... no? You're still gonna attack those guys? Okay. There we go. Guillotine axe doing some work. Hopefully we can kill this guy quickly though, because he is a painful unit killing thing that I don't like, killing my units. And my archers are dying too. Well, I do need to update my archers so it's not a huge loss. But, oh right, don't shoot the Drake because it takes forever. You know what, fuck it. If you die, you die. Just do your damage and be happy about what you've accomplished in your life, because it's about to be over. For being so tiny, they have a lot of hit points. I am amazed that they have survived this long. And if they manage to actually survive this battle, I think they do deserve some sort of recognition for that. But I don't think they're going to survive this. No, maybe? If I move you here, is that gonna save you? Being able to move and shoot in the same turn is kinda nice too. Apparently they're going to survive on 1 HP. That is pretty amazing. That is definitely amazing. Mort has leveled up. We could give you Earthmaster for Fracture. Target loses 25% of its hit points and defenses unless they... Ooh. I am liking that. That would... The Tactician would be nice. Trainer would also be pretty nice. But... No, I like Fracture. 25% of their hit points? There are units with lots of hit points in this game. That'd be awesome. Horse archers on 1 HP. I could upgrade you with some armor and stuff. But I'm actually going to rename you because you deserve some sort of recognition for your epic survival there. So you are going to be Drake Slayers. Yup. Drake Slayers. We will always remember what you did to the Drakes. What I mean by what you did to them, I mean you stuck your middle finger out as they tried to kill you and just refused to have it happen. Ashistan, you are going to build me a mason. Now that you are connected to the rest of my empire, you are no longer as pissy about not being connected to the rest of my empire, since we kind of dealt with that issue. As for you, Aguila, you are going to build me probably another unit of misfortunes. All my misfortune is coming from Aguila. Ruffle, ruffle, ruffle. You are building a pasture though, so there's that. Once you're done with that, you're going to build me a misfortune unit. Did someone actually build a city right on the edge of that? I don't know if that's brave or foolish by the AI. I honestly don't know. It's one or the other. And I believe we are just about done with the turn. Right? You have your moves left and you're going down here. Can you get there this turn? Oh hey, they can, and we're not done with you either. But for that we're going to settle here. Pore. Rename. You are not going to be called Pore. You are going to be called... Gat will be fine. And we're going to build a monument to expand our borders right away. That seems like a good idea to me. You're the guys who haven't moved, right? Yep. Rock Spider, Rock Spider. Let's just take their lair. Oh, right, I can't. I don't have a hero unit. I said I wasn't going to auto-resolve, but really, I'm going to auto-resolve. Just fuck this. Really? Fuck the spiders. I hate the spiders. Did anyone take any damage? The ogres took a little. Alright, that's fine. There we go. Fuck the spiders. I do not have the patience for them anymore. Oh. Goddamn spiders. Alright. Next turn. Fruit Grove is in my zone of control. We are all scrambling to recover the knowledge lost during the Cataclysm. Let's speed up the process. I will give you 39 in Warfare in exchange for 39 knowledge in Civilization. It is a deal. What do we have in the Cave Bear's lair? Banishing Staff. Favored by summoners, a Banishing Staff is often used to keep unruly elementals in line. Alright. I'm not even going to bother looking at what it does because it's a staff and I don't use staffs. And Darkened Cave. What secrets do you hold for me today? A venomous shortbow. Decorated with jade scales, the bow passes its enchantments onto every arrow it fires. Archers are advised to wear gloves when using the bow. Probably a sound advice right there. Alright, you guys take care of these spiders. I'm just gonna auto-resolve again. Because, again, fuck spiders. Fuck the spiders. There we go. Spiders have been officially fucked by Soldier's Army. Fruit Grove, yes, yes, yes. And we have constructed something in Lanker. I didn't bother to check because, well, we are constructing stuff all over the place, all of the time. Can I do something about your unrest? Not really. I can do something about your science. So let's do something about your science. How about? And that seems to be it for this turn. It was a really quick turn. These guys are battered and bruised. That's a shame. But it's what happens in the name of expansion. How far to your mill is done? 2 turns? Alright. How are we doing with everything else? We have some crag spawns. Crag spawns shouldn't be too bad. Of course, I say this, and then I could be completely wrong about it, so I'm not going to auto-resolve. You are going to flame dart that guy, and as soon as I told you to do that, I regretted it, because the earth frills are probably a better target. No, they don't have the same range attacks as the air frills. Alright, good to know. Try to keep a mental note of that and then promptly forget about it for next time I play. That is making it a lot easier for me to win the battle though, so definitely appreciate this. You can pass, you can shoot, and we're not quite done yet. You should be able to finish that off. Yep. Good, 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 good. 16 Gilder has been made mine. We have an Earth Elemental army with the Earth Elementals, some Earth Shrills, and some Crag Spawn. Am I worried about that in any sort of way? I'm a little bit worried for my misfortunes because of their low HP right now. But I do think that we can still take them. Even though the Earth Elemental can throw a boulder at us, I don't think the one boulder is going to do enough damage to actually kill these misfortunes off. But you are going to fortify yourselves just in case. And I do want you to stay in the back here. Susan, you can stay in the back as well. There goes the boulder, and they are aiming it for my archers. Good, 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 good. I should probably have fortified. Gonna do it with these guys. And these guys. I guess we can fortify with you as well. And there's no real reason not to. Shoot the earth elemental because they are really vulnerable to arrows for some reason. Not really. But it was funny when I said that. I was kind of thinking that the arrows... I was anticipating the arrows doing like 1 or 2 damage, and they did 8, and I was like, oh, then maybe they do a lot of damage. Oh dear. Oh, game. The quirks you have sometimes, where you make me say something, and then when I've said it, it doesn't prove to be entirely true. And sometimes it proves to be too true, when it wasn't actually meant to be. But something like that. 38 damage is definitely better than 8 though. He's doing 12 to us, however, which is nothing to scoff at. It's still a decent amount of damage, and damage I would rather not my army takes. But at least it's not damage that my very damaged misfortunes. See how many times I can work damaged into a single group of sentences today. At least it's damage that they don't need to take. So... and there's the battle. Done. Deflect missiles, dodge versus range attacks. I can make you a death mage, which isn't too bad. Enmity, not really. Precision, accuracy is kind of nice. What should I put on Susan? Death mage. Death mage seems okay. I mean, it is Susan, so... A glyph chain coif. This chain coif has been imbued with mystical glyphs to help shield the bearer from enemy spells. Huh. Interesting. 6 spell resistance, good cutting defense and defense. How do I look in that? Still looks pretty regal though. It's like gold colored. Yeah, I can roll with that. That'll be fine. That's an auto-resolve. Not even gonna deal with it. I am gonna be upset if it kills the people I was talking about. Oh. Game, don't scare me like that. It didn't, but it was close. Jesus Christ, I just saw two things here disappear, and I was like, god damn. And then it was because it switched over to Mort's army. Fucking game. Cave bear, you have no chance. You're one cave bear. You are not even close to scaring me at this point. Done. And you guys can just go on an exploration mission. Exploration mission done. Go back home. It was short, but I can't really go into their territories, so... you should build a mill. 16 turns. I really don't like the fact that you need to take 16 turns building that. I could build a town hall in 8 to get more of the unrest reduced. I'm not sure which one would be like a better way of spending my turns. I think the town hall is actually better. Get the unrest sorted, and then we'll worry about increasing our production. Scroat, you should have a scath pit, because the inn is, like I've mentioned already, it's not really useful until you have some food to actually grow into. Grow into your food. That's an interesting concept. Well, which city are you connected to? Are you connected to Ankh-Morpork? Yes, you are. Then you're going to be built in Ankh-Morpork. Ankh-Morpork gets a death shrine, or death altar, rather. This one should probably start building as well. I'll just queue it up for now, see where it goes. I'll queue up the water shard. It's time to start getting the shards up and running, I think. It's been a while since I bothered with shards, and it'll give me a nice increase to mana per turn. It'll be good. It'll be good. And these guys are going to clear out the area around here, move around over here. I should probably actually not have you make that, because you are making a college, and after that you are going to train me 3 units of pioneers. I feel is adequate for what I want them to do. I want to settle this area up here, and I think 3 should be able to do that. And if I only need 2, 1 can settle over here somewhere. That'll be fine. But I think that's gonna do it for this session for me. I'm getting kind of tired. So we've done quite a bit of stuff. We have taken Ythril pretty much off the map. They are down to 1 settlement, and they are alive only through the grace of the fact that I'm not, or maybe I just misclicked and I had to click inside their territory and then move through it, I don't know. But he is alive thanks to Elf Bitch, which is putting Elf Bitch on the top of my list of targets. She has been there for a while though, so I actually have quite a few targets. This is another good target for me because it's taking away shrines from me, and the influence of it is it's pressuring land that I consider rightfully mine, and I want it. So we'll see where the road takes us. I'm up to 1,000 gold, which is nice. I have over 100 research per turn. Still not making much in the ways of crystal per turn, but I'm making 18 metal per turn, and it's only going to go up as my metal income and industries increases. Like this one I haven't even started yet. I'm going to do that because otherwise I'll forget. So we'll add that to the queue of Genoa, or whatever that place is. And next time we will do more stuff, most likely involving expanding our empire, clearing away more of the neutral creeps, creatures, critters, and other misdoers and malcontents that are plaguing the lands surrounding my great empire of Craxus, which is now at the top of the food chain as far as faction power goes. And we will see what happens from there. But until then, I hope you are still finding this series enjoyable, and if you're not, then, well, not much I can do about that. There are probably other Let's Plays that are more enjoyable for you to watch on YouTube. You could go and do that. Those of you who are still enjoying the series, you're free to stick around. There will be more to come, and now that the worst of summer is over, I will be able to record at a more frequent pace than I was during the summer with all of the allergies and stuff. But until then, next time that is, I will see you when it happens.